Right, how does this work? April 5th. Okay, so I've been spending 40 minutes almost every day on Khan Academy. I did this as an experiment. So it's been 1 month and 17 days, according to Wolfram Alpha, that I've been conducting this experiment. Um, I've spent more time on. I've spent a little bit time on Khan Academy overall, but I haven't been as consistent. So I've been more consistent for the past 2 months or so, or a month and 17 days. So I spend anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes every day, 4 to 5 times a week. Um, and This is a really good tool, first of all. And yeah, I'm just trying to pull my overall statistics when it comes to how much time I've spent on Khan Academy overall. So I spent a little bit of time here, which was about 2 years ago. But overall, I've really started picking up steam, like I said, during the past month and 17 days. So I'm making this video so that anyone who's watching this, and especially if you have any children, if you have kids, then Khan Academy is ripe for disruption. And I think it is ready to replace teachers. And I see there's a lot of private tutoring institutions. I'm not going to take any names, but there's no need for these institutions anymore when it comes to privately teaching mathematics at the very least, because Khan Academy, to my eyes, looks very ready. And I've spent this much time here. I don't know how much this amounts to. I can probably do the math because I document my own time as well. But having spent the month and 17 days on the system, having reviewed it, at least from the perspective of mathematics, I would say that the tool, the service, is very ready. So I started at the base level. I started at K2 level for myself. I wanted to get a feel for the system. And I kind of went through and kind of at grade 5 right now, and I've kind of taken a shot all over the place, which probably attests to my mathematical skills, which have never been. The story I've been telling myself is my math skills are not good. That's the story I've been telling myself throughout my life. I changed the story. I started spending some time on Khan Academy, and I actually started liking math. Just within 2 months, a month and 17 days. So that's quite phenomenal. So this video is not about me or my math skills. This video is about the tool, the service that is provided by Khan Academy. It's a great service once again. Um, Things are kind of laid out by subject, by the grade. There's some background noise. I'm at a coffee shop. Whoops. And there's basically everything's kind of broken down, and it's super accessible, and it's super gamified, so that it's actually quite addictive in a good sense. And it kind of keep progressing, and if I kind of go into a level, then everything's kind of broken down in a very accessible manner. Right now, I don't have a mastery challenge available. Usually, I just kind of go straight up because I've done a lot of these problems in the past. It's been a while, but just kind of refresh it. But you can go on a subcategory level and go into each one of the individual subtopics and choose to master them. And once you do master them, everything's here. Everything's in the system. Everything's in the tool. The net connection is a little slow in this cafe, but you're given a problem. You have to come up with the answer. There are hints available, and the instructional videos are also available. everything is accessible. Everything is accessible from the system. There's no need to invoke a teacher. The teacher is right here. There's no need to tap anyone on the shoulder. You can just tap here. You can just click here. The answer is right there. And you basically come up with, you understand the logic and you apply the logic and you progress through the problems. So this is it. That's the interface. That's how the problems pretty much come up, at least when it comes to mathematics. This is the model that I've seen. You can choose to, again, practice individually, or you can go to a mastery level. So if I go to grade 6, uh, just coming up. So that's grade 6 for Ontario. I think Ontario and New York have a pretty similar curriculum. So I can either practice from here directly, I can explore, or I can go into a mastery challenge. I don't know why the mastery challenge is not coming up. Maybe let's try grade 7. Yeah, so you can just kind of go directly in, and if you've done these problems before, um, then you can. This is what the mastery. This is pretty much the same UI. It is the same UI. So you can jump directly into the mastery level. So, whoops. Diameter is 4. Oh, sorry. So, all right. This is embarrassing. Oh, diameter, so in half, so it's gonna be 8. No. Okay, that's embarrassing. Oh, radius, diameter by 2. So if diameter is okay. Shoot. Kind of move on. I'm not gonna do the questions right now because I've been practicing for an hour and my brain's slowing down. Oh, there's even a calculator on board. I never realized. Did I realize that? I don't know. But the help's accessible. Hints are available. If you haven't learned it, you can choose that option. You have to get answers right in a sequence. That's what determines if you've practiced that particular module. And once you do that, you basically keep advancing to the next level or to the next topic. Everything is kind of categorized in your profile. So as you accumulate knowledge, the statistical kind of analytics are building up in your profile. And I really like this breakdown. It's so well done, man. This is Sal Khan and Bill Gates, mostly Sal Khan. I think original funding for Khan Academy was through Bill Gates. But everything is super accessible. I think it's important to keep the streak going. If you're doing it yourself or for your children, it's all about continuous effort. And the streak really matters. So if you do it on a consistent basis, if you do it consistently on a daily, almost daily basis, that's how you get the traction. Applies to, again, yourself, your children. You can be a coach to your child, so you can add your children and then you can guide and mentor their progress. If you are away for any given reason, you can monitor your child's progress online, or even if you're with them. So this is my daughter's activity. I'm trying to get her to be more consistent. She's still in grade 1, but she's gonna pick up steam. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. You've got to break down by focus, what's been learned so far. You kind of pick up where yourself or the child's spending more time, by skills. I can do that for myself too. I don't know what's going on with the internet. Um, all right, let's go. Come on, chop chop. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, like I said, you can kind of start going systematically in order to be able to see anyone's progress, yourself, somebody you're coaching, and like I said, you can progress on a grade by grade level or through a kind of like a uh, topic by topic level. Trigonometry is hard, man. I haven't spent a lot of time on a subject by subject level. So, like I said, Ontario and New York, pretty much the same curriculum. So, it does the gradient for you automatically. So, if you're progressing, on a kind of this is not Ontario level. I guess this is just the standard curriculum. So, that is my. That was just achievements in the past, whatever the option was before. Awesome. What's my focus looking like? Pretty basic stuff. I'm actually at grade 6 or 7 math, which is, I don't care if it's embarrassing. Um, that's just the way it is. But I'm pretty sure I can scale up pretty quickly if I just keep putting in the effort on a daily basis. 40 minutes is all it takes. And if I can go from 0 to grade 6 in a month and 17 days, I'm pretty sure I can get to grade 10 by the end of the year. And then the sky's the limit. Anyways, again, this is not about me. This is about the tool, the service. It's an amazing service. The intention of this video is to let anyone know who's watching to use this service, to please make use of this service. It's free. It's completely accessible through the web, as in like through a computer, through your smartphone, through a tablet. They have apps on all the different platforms. You can access it anytime, anywhere. You can even download some courses because they have more than just mathematics. This is the school basically coming to you, which has been my vision. It's been a common vision for a long time that the school comes to you as opposed to you going to the school. Now, I have personally made a number of blog posts when it relates to, and this is just a snapshot of other content, but I'm not going to let this kind of, I'm not going to share my vision of classroom of the future. But my vision has always been that the classroom should come to you as opposed to you going to the classroom, which at this point in time doesn't make any rational sense with so many advanced technologies available. Classroom should, which is also happening with the rise of MOOCs, massive open online courses, and a variety of other things. But really, this is, Khan Academy is ready. Khan Academy is here today. You don't have to even do virtual reality. All this is just got to use a standard set of technology in order to be able to access the system, and everything is here and accessible. So, like I said, other than math, all these other courses are also available. I haven't spent a lot of time doing this, as in RF code or computer programmer. Haven't spent a lot of time. I started taking some basic physics, but that's not my focus. That's not my goal. So I don't spend time doing that on a daily basis. I do spend time checking the math courses. But man, this is so well uh, thought out and designed. And I don't know how long ago was it when I actually started using Khan Academy. We can find out in a second. But just seeing its evolution in the past couple of years, I again am in. It's I. This is great. This is a great tool. I know I keep saying that. Uh, Sal Khan has made a wonderful tool. Everyone can access it. This is a wonderful man. I think he started by just putting content on YouTube, and Bill Gates, I think, found out about these or accessed the videos on YouTube, used it to teach his own kids, and the rest is history. And I believe the initial funding for Khan Academy was by Bill Gates. I don't know what the original funding was, but man, this is amazing. Okay, one last thing is, oh, I wanted to see when did I start using this tool? Not consistently, just like overall. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Which I'm just the reason I'm trying to find out is because the UI, the user interface, hasn't changed drastically in all these years, but it has evolved just right in every respect, from the perspective of gamification, accessibility, layout, course content, everything like visual layout. Um, okay, so I actually signed up in 2011, so about 6 years ago. But as you can see, I didn't actually start spending time in 2015, and then more consistent recently. But again, great tool. I was talking about investment, so this is publicly, well, it's free, first of all, as in completely free. Uh, it takes money, time, and effort to sustain this endeavor. So the website is khanacademy.org to access it, and khanacademy.org/donate for the donations. It is important to donate to this tool, to the service, if you use it, because they have a staff and all of their, it's a very transparent company, so they kind of openly share what their expenses are, administrative costs, other, I don't know, just the cost, I don't know what this means. And they have a couple of major supporters, but every donation matters. So yeah, spend some more time kind of looking at this. You can also volunteer. You can volunteer your time at the institution, and yeah, you can make a one-time donation or monthly ongoing donations. And there's a video by Sal or Salman Khan. I haven't watched this video, but it's basically, I believe, to showcase how the donations would help him do more. It's remarkable how one man originally with a microphone and like a Vacom or one of those tablets that you write on and a recording software revolutionized education. Again, as I mentioned, this is not a wider discussion about education. I think the education system is bloated, it's inefficient. There's all this nonsense with unions and teachers. There are some good teachers, obviously. I would say, like the 80-20 rule probably applies to that. It's 20% of teachers are really good. 20% are okay. Rest are probably not so great. So why does it make sense for this? I made this blog post. I don't know when I made this. 4 years ago I made this. And one of the points I make in this blog post is it doesn't make sense for kids to kind of get up, get breakfast, and go to school and listen to somebody describe something on a whiteboard or blackboard for the next couple of hours in different subjects. I'm not going to talk about Montessori versus traditional publicly funded education, but just the concept of like listening to somebody who may or may not be passionate about what they're teaching, may or may not be good about what they're teaching, doesn't make sense. This, on the other hand, is clear cut. It is top quality. It is precise. It's peer reviewed. If you notice a problem, you even can mention that there's a problem and it should be corrected. So you've got like millions of people accessing the tool on a daily basis, helping refine the content and even the logic. So very little margin for error with so many people kind of watching the content on a daily basis. But my single point is that the teacher is ready. The master is ready. What is the saying? When the student is ready, the master appears. So Khan Academy has appeared, my friends. It has appeared for you if you need help with a subject, which I obviously use, although it was an experiment, but I'm so like fascinated with the tool. I try to spend as much time here, or 20 to 40 minutes every day. And it's a great resource for your children, for your nephew and nieces. I've been trying to get my nephew and nieces. I haven't had much success, but it's probably has to do with my strategy than anything else. Khan Academy has arrived. If you watch this video, I would highly encourage you to get your children to use this tool on a daily basis. You will do a great service by getting your children to use this tool so that they can empower themselves to enhance their skills in mathematics and other subjects, STEM or STEAM educated, or STEAM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and art in the middle, related courses, so that they can get good quality paying jobs. I don't know how the nature of jobs and work and how it's going to change in the future, but what's not going to change is that everyone's going to require education in these core domains, including computer science, which is also available. So, as a language, I mean. And this is the greatest tool, the best tool I've noticed so far when it comes to the dissemination of core knowledge that is bound to create an educational base for children so that they're ready for whatever the future provides. Again, get on the tool, get your children to use it, get your nephew and nieces to use it. Use it yourself, like I said, if you need help with something. Don't waste your time, with... I've never attended one of those private tutoring sessions. I see private tutors trying to teach children in the library, and it is so ridiculous. It is... the child is sitting there and the teacher is kind of frustrated a little bit, he or she, and trying to drive the message. And how much of the information are you going to retain by just listening to it? I think it's statistically proven, scientifically proven, that you can only retain so much percentage, and you only learn by doing. And if you want to learn by doing, then just use the tool. You got to pay all this money, spend time and effort, and use Khan Academy. I'm going to end the video on this note. And donate, please. Donate towards the cause. It's a really great cause. Thank you, Khan, and thank you, Bill Gates, and everyone else who has helped launch this great system, tool, service. Thanks. In the words of Tom Bilyeu, be legendary, my friends. All right, have a good day. How do you stop this?